My dear friend, losing your husband is like the world tilting on its axis, not with a loud crash, but with a quiet shift that changes everything. The house feels too still, like it's holding its breath. The stack of bills and papers grows taller each day, and suddenly, you're expected to make big decisions while your heart is still piecing itself back together. It's overwhelming, isn't it? But listen to me, sweetheart, you are not alone in this, and you don't have to let this new chapter be written with regret. I'm going to walk you through 6 costly mistakes that too many widows make, not because they're careless, but because no one warned them in time. These aren't just tips, they're a shield to protect your peace, your security, and the life you and your husband built together. Let's keep his wisdom alive, hold hands through this, and make sure you step forward with strength and grace. Stay with me, because the third mistake, it's the one that breaks families apart and sneaks up so quietly you might miss it. Before we dive in, let me ask you something special. What's the best piece of advice your husband ever gave you? Maybe it was something practical, like always check the oil in the car, or something deep, like never go to bed angry. Hold that wisdom close, it's part of the foundation we're building on today. And if this helps you, please share it with another woman who might need a guiding light right now. Let's start this journey together. Mistake 1. Not updating legal documents and beneficiaries immediately. Oh, sweetheart, I know the last thing you want to do when you're grieving is sit down with a pile of cold, official papers. It feels wrong, almost disrespectful, to focus on documents when you're still saying goodbye in your heart. You just want a moment to breathe, to sit with your memories, to figure out what life looks like now without him by your side. But here's something I've learned from years of seeing women walk this path. If you don't update your legal documents and beneficiary information right away, it can create a tangle that hurts you and the people you love most. Imagine this: you and your husband wrote a will 25 years ago, back when life was simpler, maybe when the kids were little. His name is still on the house title, the bank accounts, the life insurance policy. You think, I'll get to it later, when I'm stronger. But life doesn't wait. I've seen it happen too often. A widow passes away unexpectedly, and because those papers weren't updated, the house gets stuck in probate, a long, expensive court process that can drain thousands of dollars. Children end up fighting over who gets what. Bank accounts go to an old friend or relative your husband hadn't spoken to in decades, and in some cases, the state steps in and decides everything. It's not just money, it's your voice, your wishes being silenced. And it's heartbreaking because it's so avoidable. Here's what you can do. Set aside one calm afternoon, maybe with a cup of tea and a trusted friend, your grown child, or a financial advisor you know has your back. Go through every important document, your will, your power of attorney, your life insurance policies, your bank accounts, your retirement plans, even that old 401k from a job you had years ago. Make sure every detail reflects what you want now, not what made sense when you were newlyweds. If you're not sure where to start, call your bank or an attorney. Many offer free consultations for simple updates. It might feel like a chore, but when it's done, you'll feel a weight lift. You're not erasing him, you're honoring the life you built by protecting it. This is about ensuring your peace, your dignity, and your loved one's future. You're not just signing papers, you're writing a love letter to yourself and those you care about, saying, I've got this. Mistake 2. Taking the insurance or pension payout all at once. Picture this: a check arrives in the mail, maybe from your husband's life insurance or his pension plan. It could be $50,000, $100,000, or even more. In the middle of your grief, when everything feels shaky, bills piling up, the future uncertain, that money feels like a warm hug. It's a relief, a chance to breathe, a whisper that says, maybe I'll be okay. But my dear, I need you to hear this with all my heart. That check isn't just money. It's meant to replace the income your husband worked so hard to provide, the paychecks that won't come anymore, the security plan for your golden years together. I've seen what happens when women take that lump sum all at once. The phone starts ringing, financial advisors you've never met, family members with great ideas, friends asking for a little help. Your own heart might tug at you, saying, why not take that cruise we always dreamed of? Why not buy a new car to feel alive again? Why not give the grandkids a big gift to see them smile? Before you know it, the money's gone, not because you were reckless, but because grief makes it hard to see clearly. I met a woman named Clara, sharp as a tack, who took a $200,000 payout. She gave some to her kids, helped a nephew start a business, bought a few things to cheer herself up. 2 years later, she was scraping by, unable to afford her medications, all because no one told her she had options. Here's the secret most people don't share. You don't have to take it all at once. You can spread it out: monthly payments, annuities, or structured plans that act like a steady paycheck. This not only makes the money last, but can also save you from tax surprises or losing benefits like Medicaid. Before you cash that check, sit with someone you trust, a certified financial planner with no stake in your decision, not a family member with ideas. Ask, what are my options? How can this money carry me for 10, 20 years? Clara wished she'd known to do this. Now, she tells everyone, don't let your heart spend what your future needs. You and your husband earned that money through years of love and sacrifice. Treat it like a precious heirloom, handle it gently, make it last. Let it hold you steady as you walk into this new chapter. Mistake 3, giving away money or co-signing loans out of guilt or loneliness. So, this one hurts my heart the most, because it starts with love and ends with so much pain. After your husband passes, the days can feel so long, the house so empty. You miss being needed, miss the way he made you feel like you mattered. Then someone calls, maybe your son, saying, Mom, I just need you to co-sign this this loan for a truck and I'll handle the rest. Or a grandchild with stars in their eyes. Grandma, I'm starting a business. You're the only one who believes in me. Your heart says yes before your mind catches up. You want to help, to feel useful, to keep them close. But sweetheart, please listen, this is where things can go terribly wrong. When you co-sign a loan, you're not just helping, you're promising the bank you'll pay if they don't. If they miss even one payment, the bank comes to you. Your credit could tank, your savings could be drained, and I've seen women lose their homes over this. I knew a widow named Margaret who co-signed a car loan for her daughter. The daughter fell behind, and Margaret's retirement savings were garnished. The worst part? Her daughter stopped speaking to her out of shame, and their bond broke. Then there's giving money outright, big gifts to kids, loans to cousins, donations to causes. You think, what's money for if not to share? But money doesn't buy love or loyalty. When it's gone, and it goes fast, those people aren't always there when you need help. Here's what to do instead. Pause. Before you sign anything or write a check, take a deep breath and ask yourself, if my husband were here, what would he say? Picture him sitting across the table, maybe with that look he'd get when he knew something wasn't right. Would he want you to risk your security for someone else's dream? Then talk to someone neutral, a financial advisor, a trusted friend, not the person asking for help. Look at your own needs first, your bills, your healthcare, your future. It's not selfish, it's survival. You've spent your life caring for others, and now it's okay to care for yourself. If you want to give, set clear boundaries, small gifts, not life-changing sums, and never co-sign without knowing every detail. Margaret learned this the hard way, but she's rebuilding now, and she says, I wish I'd loved myself as much as I love them. You deserve safety, dignity, and peace. Protect what you and your husband built. It's your lifeline. Mistake 4. Rushing to sell the house too soon. Your home isn't just a house, it's a keeper of memories. The kitchen where you danced to old records, the backyard where the kids played, his favorite chair still by the window, maybe with a worn spot where his hand rested. After he's gone, those rooms can feel heavy, like they're pressing on your heart. Every corner whispers his name, and that pain can make you want to run. People start saying, you don't need all this space anymore. It's too much work for one person. Why not sell and move somewhere smaller? In your grief, selling feels like a way to escape the hurt, to start fresh, to breathe again. But my dear, rushing to sell, especially in that first year, can lead to a regret that lingers longer than the pain. I met a woman named Evelyn who sold her home 6 months after her husband passed. Everyone told her it was practical, and she was too tired to argue. She got a low offer because buyers sensed her urgency, and she moved to a small apartment. A year later, when the fog of grief lifted, she missed her garden, her neighbors, the porch where she and her husband watched sunsets. She realized the house wasn't the problem, her heart just needed time. Selling is a permanent choice made in a temporary storm. You're vulnerable in that first year, and others, real estate agents, even well-meaning family, might push you to act fast. I've seen widows lose tens of thousands because they sold before they were ready, and the emotional loss is even heavier. Instead of packing boxes, try this. Give yourself permission to stay. Make small changes to ease the weight. Rearrange the living room. Paint the bedroom a soft color you love. Turn his workshop into a cozy reading nook. Invite a friend over to share the space, or start a little herb garden to bring life back. Your home can grow with you, reflecting who you are now, not just who you were together. If down the road you feel ready to move, do it on your terms. Take time to find the right buyer, the right new place, maybe a cozy condo near family or a cottage with a view. Evelyn wishes she'd waited. Now she tells others, your home holds your story. Don't let go until you're sure. Let your house be a haven, not a burden. It's held your love this long, it might still have more to give. Mistake 5. Trusting the wrong people with your money. When your husband passes, you're suddenly the CEO of everything: bills, accounts, investments, taxes. It's a role you might not have played before, and it's daunting, especially when you're grieving. In that fragile space, people appear like they've been waiting in the wings, relatives you haven't seen in years, financial advisors with slick business cards, insurance agents who call at dinner time. They sound so kind. Let me handle this for you. You shouldn't have to worry right now. You're tired. You miss having someone to lean on, so you think, maybe they're right. I'll let them take care of it. But sweetheart, not everyone offering help has your heart in mind. Some see a grieving widow and see a chance to profit. I heard about a woman named Ruth who trusted a family friend to invest her savings. He promised big returns, but within a year, most of her money was gone. Bad deals, high fees, no explanation. She wasn't foolish, she was hurting, and he counted on that. It's not just strangers. Family can pressure you too, asking to borrow money or pushing you to sign papers you don't understand. Here's what you need to know. Your money is your future, your safety, your ability to live with dignity. Don't hand it over, not even to someone you've known forever, without asking hard questions. Start by slowing down. If someone offers to manage your accounts, say, I'll think about it. Then check them out. Ask for their credentials, look them up online, call a Better Business Bureau. Never sign anything you don't fully understand. If it's confusing, that's a red flag. Get a second opinion, maybe from a certified financial planner who charges a flat fee, not a commission. If family asks for control, set boundaries. Say, I need to review this with someone first. A trustworthy person won't rush you or guilt you. They'll explain everything clearly, like a patient teacher. Ruth rebuilt her life, but she says, I wish I trusted my gut when it fell off. Your gut is wiser than you think. Protect what you and your husband worked for. It's not not just money, it's your dreams, your sacrifices, your legacy. You're stepping into a new role, and you're more capable than you know. Mistake 6. Isolating yourself from people who care. After the funeral, when the casseroles stop and the cards slow down, a strange quiet settles in. At first, it might feel like a gift. No more visitors, no more forcing a smile when you just want to cry. But then the quiet sharpens. The phone stops ringing as much. The days stretch long, and the nights feel endless. You start pulling back, letting calls go to voicemail, texting "I'm fine, just need time," skipping the book club or Sunday service. You tell yourself, "I'm not ready. I don't want to be a burden. No one wants to hear me talk about him again." But my dear, that space you're craving can turn into a wall, and behind it grows a loneliness that's harder to climb over. I knew a woman named Louise who stopped going to her knitting group after her husband died. She thought she was protecting herself, but months later, she felt invisible, like the world had moved on without her. Grief needs time, yes, but it also needs people. Not to fix you, but to sit with you, to listen when you say his name, to laugh when you share that story about the time he burned the Thanksgiving turkey. The people who love you, your friends, your neighbors, your kids, they're not tired of you. They're waiting for you to let them in, even if it's just a crack. Start small, sweetheart. Say yes to one thing, a coffee date with a friend, a walk with a neighbor, a quick visit to church, even if you sit in the back. You don't have to be your old self. Grief changes you, and that's okay. Just show up as you are, tears and all. Try a grief support group. Hearing others' stories can feel like a warm blanket. Louise went back to her knitting group one day, nervous as could be. They welcomed her with hugs, shared memories of her husband, and for the first time in months, she laughed. She told me, "I didn't know how much I needed them until I went." Connection doesn't erase the pain, but it makes it lighter, like sunlight through a window. You're still worthy of love, laughter, and belonging. Let someone bring you tea, hold your hand, walk this road with you. Your husband's love made you shine. Don't hide that light now. You are writing a story of strength, my dear. If you're still with me, I'm so proud of you. Talking about loss, money, and mistakes isn't easy, but you stayed, you listened, and that tells me you're not just surviving, you're fighting for yourself, for the life you deserve. Losing your husband changes everything, your routines, your dreams, even who you see in the mirror. But it doesn't take away your wisdom, your worth, or your right to live with purpose and peace. You're still here, and that means your story is still unfolding, page by page, moment by moment. Avoiding these 6 mistakes won't make the grief disappear, but it will give you room to breathe, to heal, to grieve without the weight of regret. It will protect what you and your husband built, your home, your savings, your memories, so you can face the future with clarity and courage. You're not just a widow, you're a woman with a past full of love and a future full of possibility. So take it one step at a time. Update those papers. Guard your money. Stay close to the people who lift you up. Picture your husband cheering you on, proud of every choice you make to protect yourself. I'd love for you to do 2 things. First, share this with a sister, a friend, a neighbor who's walking this same road. You might just be the voice she needs today. Second, tell me in the comments, what's the best advice your husband ever gave you? Let's keep his spirit alive, right here, together. You're stronger than you know, and you're not alone. Rest when you need to, ask for help when you want to, and keep writing your story with love, grace, and unstoppable heart. I'm rooting for you, always.